I have got some awesome tech to show you today on this episode of Awesome EV Tech. I've got an excellent dash cam and I almost never use it. The reason I don't use it is because I don't like my options for wiring it to get power to it. Option one, run a bunch of wire through my car under the hood and hook it up to the battery. I'm just not going to do it. So then what I do is, of course, I run a power cord down to the auxiliary port in my car, which is at the very best tacky and at the worst distracting and dangerous. So because of that reason, I just haven't been using it. And then I get this text from a channel viewer who says, Chad, have you heard of this company, FitDVR, and this product they make? Because he just bought it. He's in Toronto. So I just bought it. This thing's great. If you get a chance to review one of these, you should. Well, guess what happened next? I got the chance to review one of them. So this is it. This is how I now am going to power my dash cam. This product from FitDVR lets me get right up there by the rearview mirror, tap into some electricity there, just a couple inches away for when this thing gets attached to the windshield and powers my dash cam. I'm going to show you how to set it up. I'm going to show you what's in the box, and you're going to agree with me that this is a fantastic product. So let's check it out. Okay, this is what's in the box. The unit itself, and this has really strong 3M tape. This is what's going to stick to my windshield. Make sure you don't peel this and place it until you know where you want this to go, because once it's placed, it's going to stay placed. It's very, very good. So that's the unit. You might ask, hey, what tools do I need, Chad? You need no tools. All you need is this. This comes with it. This is going to help me pry the plastic off of the electronics. I'll show it to you in a minute, where you can plug this thing in and get set up. What else is in the box? There's more. This is the key to the whole deal. So this is going to plug in to where I'm going to unplug what I believe is my moisture sensor, which tells my windshield wipers when to come on. Then this will power the unit, and then this is where I'll plug it back in to where that was plugged in. You'll see on the video in a minute here. And then that's all I need. That's all I need, because then this is going to plug right into the unit right here. Plug into the unit, power that, and then that's going to power my dash cam. Simple, simple. There's more in the box. Power cables. Every kind you can think of. USB-A to USB-C, USB-A to micro SD, USB-A to data cable, right? Like a phone cable. So just every kind of thing you need here. For me, my dash cam is powered by a USB-C. So let's look at the cable I'm going to want to use. So for my application with the BMW i3, it's just going to be the USB-A to the USB-C. Couldn't be easier than that. I'm going to do everything I can to show this. It's going to be a little bit of a tricky video because I got to get up there, and I'll probably take some freeze frame pictures along the way and just kind of explain what's there so you don't miss anything. I want you to be able to watch this and very quickly install your own. So I'm going to start with this. I'm kind of shooting one-handed here, so you can see here's the rear view mirror, obviously. Here's the deal I need to take off. I'm going to use that pointy end first, stick it in there. Then I'm going to try this end and just kind of I'm really just trying to pry it off of here. And I don't expect it to crack, but here's a pro tip for you. If you're doing this and it's very cold, then you just want to be a little careful and do what I did. I warmed up my car for a while first, because simply put, I just don't want to, I don't want to break the plastic if I can avoid it. So what seems to work best is to get this kind of toward the front in between here and just sort of churn it. And you'll feel the plastic kind of come apart. And then just keep pulling on stuff until it just sort of falls all over the place. Okay, you might be able to do it a lot smoother than me. So let's see what we're looking at here and what we're trying to accomplish. Hopefully that'll focus in a little, and I'll get some freeze frames as well. Okay, so here's the cable right here. I want to unconnect that. So I'm going to fight with this a little bit. I can't see too good. I'm kind of looking up at the sky, looking up at in the sun. So I can't see exactly how this clip works, but I'm going to give it the old college try here. A quick pro tip at this point. One thing that's really going to help is to have like a phone or some other flashlight with you, because what I find is when you're looking up, because the sky is light, that it's really hard to see the plug. But if you have a flashlight, you know, just like that, then it was very easy then to wiggle the plug out. You can see, I know it's not going to focus great, but you can see there's a little burgundy plug. This tool that came in the packaging, if you take that tool and you put it right under here, you can flip that out just like that. And then this is going to, of course, plug into the wire harness that comes in your box. Right here, you're going to plug that back into that, and then that wire is going to plug right into there. And I'll take pictures to show that. Okay, so you can see here, I got the original plug plugged into the harness. I got the harness plug, male end, plugged into where that was. What that leaves me with, of course, is this, which is what will power the unit. So now I'm going to put the plastic cowl back on here, and then we'll get to work on that. Another quick pro tip, when you're putting the cowl back on, I call it a cowl, I don't know what it's called, but back over the rear view mirror, you do the driver's side first, and then you'll be able to do the side that the power comes out. But I want to show you something on the harness that's just ingenious. I hope that comes out okay, but you can see there's a flat spot in the wire. So this is really thin, you know, the rest of it's round, and then you got just this big flat spot right here. The point of that is you'll be able to slide it underneath the plastic, and it'll just look beautiful. So let's do that, and I'll show it to you. So you see I have the driver's side, I'm holding that in place, and then I've lined up that flat spot with where I want that cable to come out. Okay, so after playing around a little bit, let me show you just how smooth this thing goes back together. You can see here, the best place for this to come out is out the top of this plastic piece. And look how smooth and perfect this thing went back together. There's no significant gaps. It's just like it was before I started because of that genius flat spot they put in the harness. So now I'm going to plug this into the power. I'm going to plug the power into my port for my dash cam, and we're going to see how it works. Okay, so I plugged it in, and then I powered up the BMW i3, and now you can see, well, it's going to flash in the camera. Now you can see I've got power to the unit. I'll try to get a still picture of that. Okay, so simple as putting the A port, USB-A, USB-C. As you can see, I think my dash cam is well, now you know it's powered up. It just said it is. So now I'm going to decide where to put this, because I want this, because like I said before, that 3M tape, that's for real. That's a really high quality. So I'm going to stick that one time and never move it. So I'm going to figure out where I want it. And when I got it buttoned up here, I will show you what I did. As you can imagine, there's a million ways to set up the wire and all that. I want the wire most out of the way as I can. I don't want to use zip ties. So I'm going to show you the way I did it, but whatever works for you. You know, you might have your dash cam set further off to the side. You might have a totally different configuration on your windshield, but this is what I did. And this is going to work perfectly because it's clean. I like clean. I don't like wires hanging all over the place. Let me show you. There's the power unit from FitDVR. I wrapped it around the windshield, and then I plugged it in here. I used their powerful 3M tape, stuck it right there. As you can see, my dash cam is powered up. A quick thank you to FitDVR for sending me this product free of charge. They didn't make me pay for it. They gave me the option just to have it so I can show it to you. So thanks for sending that. I requested it, as I said, after a viewer, Andy Sue from Toronto, recommended it. Andy, thank you for the recommendation, because this truly is awesome EV tech. In fact, it's awesome tech no matter what you drive. This is the way to power your dash cam. I think you'll be very happy with this product. If you decide to buy it, there's a link in the description. This is the power adapter from FitDVR. By the way, there is a QR code right on the box. And when I scanned that, it kind of gave me an idea how I would go about installing it. It's really that easy. Thank you for the members of the channel that keep the wheels turning on the Positively Charged YouTube channel. You are very special to us. I hope you know that. We tell you a lot. And thank you for everybody who's subscribed recently, all the likes and the wonderful comments. We really appreciate your comments. Thanks for being here. Thanks for spending some time with me. Have a great day. Chad would drive the lightning.